Well, hello, this is Mark Barrett, and welcome to the iPro Profit System. You are now looking at your back office members area page, and I'm going to shoot this short little training video to show you some of the functionality of the system here. I'm going to go through it kind of quickly, so you may want to actually go through this a couple times, make some notes. But pretty cool system, actually. I designed this to do a number of things. One was to provide a very easy avenue for people who are diving into the world of online marketing or lead generation to be able to have a very user-friendly sales funnel that contained squeeze pages, which are of course the pages like you see over here on the left that has opt-in boxes and autoresponders already connected to them. The autoresponder system is already built into the system. And so you can dive into a system like this. It's virtually plug and play. Has got a lot of bells and whistles, and you can go out there and start generating leads without having to go through a lot of the brain damage that a lot of people do in the world of online marketing, trying to figure out, how do I do this, and how do I do this, and I need this missing part of the puzzle. Now I got to go over here and do this. So I tried to combine it all into one system. And the system also has multiple streams of income built into it, so that while you're generating leads for whatever your primary business may be, it gives you the ability to throw a cash flow off when those people decide they like some of the affiliate programs that you're marketing at the same time. So it's what's known in the industry as a funded proposal. Not going to go into that right now. Let me just show you the basically the functionality of the system here. And you're going to see as soon as you log in, this is actually the page you were dropped on after you registered for the system. And you can see there's a bunch of buttons across the top. Actually, I think that the best way to get to know any online back office system you're going to be using, no matter how user-friendly it is to really start clicking around. Go through each and every link up here, go through each and every button down here, go through everything over here, go through this, so that you really get a feel for how it all fits together and what the different modules are and the functionality are, because that's how I learn systems. I just go through and click through a lot, and then I really understand where to go and what it's all about. But this one actually is pretty user-friendly, like I said. So let me go through some of the functionality here for you real quickly. There's actually a starting guide. If you need some questions answered, you can click on this. It has tracking built in over here, so that when you're generating leads, you know exactly where the leads are coming from, right? And here's a sample capture page down here. Here's your personal info area. Here's where you can view statistics, right? So if you're using tracking links, I'll show you how to do that in a minute. This is where your stats are going to show up. Here's how you can click on this and view all the leads that are in your system. Pretty nice. Here's a calendar. Here's different capture pages. Send a broadcast. When you're generating leads for your business and you have people opting in and jumping on your lead list, you want to be able to send them a mass email from time to time, talking to them a little bit, hey, I saw that you opted into my system, I got this great special offer I'm promoting, or blah, 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 whatever, right? You can send it directly through your back office here. This allows you to create what's called HTML form code, so that you can slap your opt-in box for this system on your web page if you want to, or on your WordPress blog. Here's where you put your photo in, so that the system is customized to you and people see your smiling face. Signature line, so that you can design the signature line that comes out on all your emails. Bunch of affiliate programs. There's actually a special video that explains this. Phone text broadcast. One of the nice pieces of functionality that I did build into the system was when you're generating leads for your business and people are opting in, which means they're putting their email and their name into the form on your website so that they can view the information, they're usually captured in an autoresponder. And we have a full-fledged system autoresponder, so you don't have to go out and buy another one that's actually integrated into the system. But for those of you that want a more professional autoresponder and more bells and whistles, you can actually integrate all of the major third-party autoresponders like Aweber, GetResponse, GVO, Pure Leverage, just by clicking on this and plugging them in. So, and of course, one of the advantages of having people on your list as leads is that not everybody buys what you might be selling right up front, right? Some people, I've had people that have been on my list for 6, 7, 8, 9 months that finally come into a program I'm promoting, and they tell me, they go, hey, I've been on your list for probably about 9 months, and the time is right now. See, that's what autoresponders are all about. But sometimes, as you know, emails can get caught in spam filters. They don't always get through necessarily to the people that you're trying to get to, or those people may have so many emails they just miss it when it goes by. So I built in extra functionality into this system so that if you have something important you're sending out, hey, I got a special webinar you should attend here. This is really great stuff, incredible opportunity. You send a broadcast to your list, which is an email blast, right? Then you can come down here and click on this option, which is phone text broadcasting, and you can set it up so that you record a little quick message to everybody that's on your list. Click a button, and that phone broadcast goes out to everybody that has put their phone number in here. So you're contacting them by phone, and you can also do it by text. So, and of course we know 99% of text messages are always read. So it gives you multiple ways to contact your lead list. Pretty cool. Okay, so let's go look at some of the functionality here. So first place to get started is, of course, that when you filled out your registration information, it created a personal profile for you, right? So let's talk about that first. We're going to go to the personal profile page, and as you can see here on the personal profile page, there are the information that you initially filled in when you registered for the system, but then down here you see additional fields. You see these are for affiliate programs that are actually built into the system. And I'm going to show you how you can properly use those. It's called generating multiple streams of income. So if you're involved in any of these programs right now, like Direct Pay, which is an extremely high profit top tier, then you put your Direct Pay username in there, and then go down to the bottom of the page here, and there's a Save button, and click Save. If you're involved in Empower Network, put your Empower Network username in there. Lead System Pro, put that in. Viral URL, Aweber, GVO, see all the autoresponders are here. If you're not signed up in any of these systems, don't put anything in right now because you don't just want to start typing in here, because it's not going to do you any good. It'll actually kind of glitch your system if you do that. So it'll only accept valid registrations. So if you're not registered in these programs, what you do is simply come back here to Members area. You're going to go to Affiliate Programs right here, and you'll see there's a video in here that explains what affiliate programs are and how they work. But basically, affiliate programs allow you to, in the process of generating leads for your business, that may be Direct Pay, it may be Empower Network, it may be XYZ MLM, whatever you're using, as you're generating those leads, what you will find, and you should have already found if you've been in MLM or home-based business for a while, one size just doesn't fit all. And so as great as the business opportunity you're promoting may be, maybe 3 or 4% of the people that come onto your list are going to see it and hopefully sign up with you. But what about the other 96, 97%? You may have paid money on pay-per-click advertising, you may have done a solo ad, you may have done any number of things to generate those leads, so they represent a cost to you. Now, if 95 or 96% of them are of no use to you because they're not going to sign up for the primary thing you're promoting, well, that's kind of wasteful. So there's this whole idea in the world of online marketing called funded proposal, to where you set up, you target a specific market, and our markets are BizOp, MLM, and make money from home. So as those people are coming into your system, you hit them first with the primary business you're promoting, but you also, in your emails, that are pre-done for you, by the way, you should have other affiliate programs you're set up with, which may be marketing tools, trainings, and things like that, so that as the people get your emails, they may not respond and sign up in your primary program, but they may look at a training program you're promoting and go, that's really cool. I'm glad Mark sent that to me. I'm going to sign up in that. And if you're properly set up with our system, they click on that link, sign up in the program, the commission that's generated then goes to you. So it allows you to monetize segments of your list that you would normally not make any money from. And we've given you the ability, if you go through this, it explains the whole thing, to plug yourself into a whole bunch of different affiliate programs. This is a very high profit, top tier program This Empower network is a hybrid top tier. I made a ton of money with Empower, actually. My Lead System Pro, a marketing system. So you can go down through all these, and then there's the tools like the autoresponders and stuff. And when you actually take a look at this, there may be 5 or 6 or 7 additional affiliate programs down here. So this allows you to generate multiple streams of income by using this system. And so if you're not signed up in any of those programs over on the personal profile page, this is where you sign up. So you just click here on any of these you want to register for, and there's usually little videos that'll explain everything to you. You get signed up, and then right below the registration button, and if you click to register, it'll open it up in a new tab, by the way. So let's say you sign up for Empower. And so what's going to happen then with Empower, you're going to get this link once you're signed up that has the username that you set up with the system tagged on the back. And so what you're going to do is take just the username, right? Same thing here, just the username that was generated when you signed up for these systems, and then you go back over here to members area, go to personal info, and you plug it into the appropriate field, and you go to the bottom and click Save. Now what that means is once you're properly signed up for those programs and you've registered them in your personal info, that when the email autoresponders go out and they're dripping on your list, these are the ones that I've already created for you, you don't have to create them, that when people see these different offers coming through, they're going to, and they say, well, I really like the idea of that Empower Network, I think I'm going to sign up for it. And they do. As long as you're registered properly, those people go onto your team directly from the email. You get the commission. Pretty nice, huh? So this is one of the things I learned when I got involved in online marketing, coming in from the world of MLM, and it it made such a huge difference to be able to generate a massive cash flow while you're building your business. It was just night and day. So anyway, so that's all built in. So personal info and affiliate programs are linked. Here's where you sign up for the programs. There's where you put the information in. Now, let's jump down to our capture pages here. Capture pages are both here and up here, right? And so the difference here, capture pages are pages that, when you send a prospect to a capture page, they usually see some introductory text or video, and then they have to enter their email address or name and phone number before they get to the next page to see the full presentation. So capture page captures, they're also called squeeze pages. Landing page is where the presentation is presented to the person. That's where they land after their information is captured. That's the lingo. So, okay, so let's go take a look at them here. So we're going to just click on capture pages. And you can see, and there probably will be a lot more when you actually are viewing your own members area back page. But initially I set up this system with 4 squeeze pages, capture pages, and you have the ability to make any of these your primary page, but you can use all of them simultaneously. Now these represent my highest converting capture pages. And so I've been in online marketing for a while, and so I test different page configurations, and when I find one that I really like, I use it a lot. And the difference may be that a poorly constructed capture page or one that looks good, but when you test it doesn't really work well, may only get a 5% opt-in ratio. Others, like my sexy Porsche page over here, get sometimes 40-45% opt-in ratios. So the differences in the number of leads coming into your system can be massive. And so rather than going out and having to do trial and error, I've actually given you the best of what I've been using here recently. And then here's a special page you can use to generate leads generically without specifically targeting a program. Okay. And so if you click on any of these, it'll bring up the actual page. And this one has a little smiling video of me here. Now, your system autoresponders are already integrated with this. There's nothing you have to do, right? So let's say that you wanted to take this page and send it to somebody. You just click on that little, thumbnail. You grab this information right there, and you can send this link out to somebody immediately. And when they opt into your system, they're your prospect. So it's immediately available to you, right? So that's what that page looks like. And then you can also set it as your primary if you want to. So you pick any of these you like, and you can make it your primary. Now, by primary, I simply mean that you see this long coded URL right here. That is what you would use if you're just trying to send that page directly out to somebody. But let's say that you look at these pages and you say, I really like this particular page, so I'm going to push most of my traffic through this. Then you would simply come here, you would click Make My Primary Page. You can do it with any of them. And then what happens is that when you send somebody to your primary domain URL, right, and that's going to be iProProfitSystems.com / your username, and mine is no boss. So boom, I can send somebody directly to that link, and because I've made that my primary page, I don't have to use that long domain name, right? So it's primary. Now you can only have one primary at a time, but you can use all the pages simultaneously by using their longer links, right? So you may set this up as your primary, right here. But you may go out and say, but I like this page too, and I'm going to use this in a different type of advertising, I'm going to use this one in a different type, and I'm going to use this one in a different type. You can use them all simultaneously. That's how the system works, right? So we looked at that one page. This has a very good conversion ratio. Let me get rid of these. Let's go over here. This one is actually, I don't know if you've seen this before, but it is really a cool capture page. Because people look at this and they go, wow, big dollars, this is really cool. And then they see, how did you hear about us? Facebook, TV, other? It's like, whoa, this must be some kind of big deal, right? And whatever they click on, then they go to the next step, and boom, it's an interactive form, right? And they put their information in. This one I've had extremely high opt-in ratios with also. So that's that particular one. If you like this one, all you do, once again, is just grab this URL and you're good to go. This one I call my sexy Porsche page for obvious reasons. It's got a really, excuse me, great sports car in the background. And this I've had some of my highest conversions with. And, well, I don't usually, put out my secret sources, but since you're a member of the system, yeah, okay. And one of the advantages here, and if you want to use this page, once again, simultaneously, you just grab this link. You're good to go. And what you're going to see back here over time is you'll probably end up with 15 or 20 different pages back here, all of which have been tested by me and that have very high conversion ratios and are good for different types of business opportunities. This particular one is slightly different. This one is more of a generic list building page. It actually says easy list building, right? And here's the direct link to it. Actually, let me go back here. All of these pages, this, and this, currently all go to one of the primary businesses that most of the members are promoting in the system, which is DirectPay. So these all link directly to a specific landing page that I'm going to show you in a minute. And that landing page has to do with the presentation on DirectPay system. This particular list goes to a completely different landing page that is congruent with what you're marketing here, which is a free ebook list building program. Now, pages like this are very useful in generating leads because one really great way to generate leads is to actually go out and just use somebody else's list. It's called solo ads. You'll find a training in the back office on these. But with solo ads, many times the people who are letting you mail their list don't want you to directly promote your business opportunity. So what they do is they say, no, you have to use some kind of a free giveaway or offer so that I look like a hero to everybody on my list. So we put together one of those pages for you. It's called Easy List Building, right? And so when somebody puts their email address in here, they're going to get flipped to a landing page in which there's an ebook, $47 value ebook that's free, that they will be able to instantly download. And when they download that ebook and open it up, automatically your smiling face on a picture, right, whatever you put in the system, your phone number and your email address are all going to be embedded into that ebook. So it's all automatically done by the system. Pretty slick, huh? So those are the different squeeze pages, capture pages. Now if we come up here and look at landing pages, here are the landing pages I told you a little bit about. Here is the one that has to do with direct pay system. And we have three of the excuse me, we have three of the pages, capture pages going directly to this right now. And then down on the bottom of this capture page, if they click on this Order Now button and you're set up in direct pay, those people enroll directly in your system. So it's just all automatic. You don't have to go in and do any custom link building or any of that good stuff, right? And here is the landing page, once again, that gives the presentation, right? They land on it. That tells them about the list building ebook, and they click here, it downloads it, and your information is already on it, right? And then they're encouraged to click here and register for the system, which means they then come into the system under you. Pretty slick. Okay, so those are the different pages that are in there, and once again, you'll see multiple of these because as I add additional ones in that I think are pretty killer, you're going to get the advantage of being able to use those. And okay, so that's the capture pages, squeeze pages. Here's quick reference for whatever one you've set up to be your primary, right? That comes out directly on your link, and you can actually change it from right here. Now, one of the things that you want to be able to do is stats. Let's talk about stats and tracking. When you're, let's say, advertising, let's say you're doing a solo ad. Well, you pay $50 maybe to send out a solo ad, and you end up but at the same time you're doing some Facebook advertising or sending links to your friends on Facebook. And so what the mistake a lot of people make is they get they get a lot of activity going, they get 2 or 3 links to pages going out, and all of a sudden they have a bunch of leads in their back office. They have no clue where they came from, right? So what's working and what's not working? So from the standpoint of marketing, you need to be able to track, well, okay, if I'm spending time doing this, I want to see that it's working, and if it's not working, I don't want to do it anymore, right? And if I'm paying this guy for a solo ad and it doesn't work, I'm not going to go back and pay again, right? So you do that through tracking. So we have a tracking system built in. So you simply come here and put in whatever tracking, and I always use descriptive ones so that I remember what they were, right? So if I'm doing a solo ad, right, solo, and I'm going to do it with Bob Barker B, right? Solo Bob B1. So I just put that in so it's a little bit descriptive so I remember what it was, and then I click Get Tracking URL, and it's going to create this special link for me, right? That when I use this, it's going to flip the results directly into my back office here so that I can track how many leads and conversions actually came through this particular link. Now when you're doing this, right, you can actually put anything in here you want, and you should always separate your campaigns. So, and then you can save these links, right? But these are the ones you're going to be using, and then I'll show you where you can track them in your back office. Now when you just put the name identifier in like this, and then create this link, these all relate to whatever you have as your default page, right? However, let's say that you wanted to also do tracking on pages that weren't your default page. Remember, we went over and made one page the default, but you can use all the systems simultaneously. So we're going to copy this, and I'm going to put it in a quick document, and I'm going to show you what you need to do. I'll just open a Word document here. Okay, my Word. Dun, 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 dun. There it is. Okay, I made a blank document. Okay, so let me step this down in size. Bring it over here. Okay, so we're going to paste that in. Now, if we're going to, let's say, use a different page. Let's go back to our capture pages. Let's say that, I really want to use that sexy Porsche page that Mark was talking about. So you just grab the link for it here, which is up here, right? And what you're going to do is just slap the tracking code on the back of it. So if you're going to use that same capture page, There's the link for it, right? Okay. So what you're going to do is simply keep that in place, and you're going to add this on the very end of it. And campaign equals solo Bob B. So if you're going to use if you're going to do two different campaigns with Bob B, right? And you want to be able to track it, that's exactly what you do right here, right? You just add this, boom, right onto the back. Everything after the number, and campaign, blah. So now, let's see if we copied this and went back and opened up a new tab and put it in. There we go. And it's now going to track anything that comes in through that link. Now the way it tracks, so you can do this, like I said, you can use them all simultaneously, just add that little tracking code to the back. Creating the tracking code in your back office through this tracking link itself it'll only create the link specifically for the default page. Now you can change your default around a lot if you want to do that, but then what happens is you may have sent out a campaign for your default page using some type of advertising, and if people don't click on it right away and you change your default page, they end up going to a different page. So you want to try to use just individual pages. Now let's go back. Now once we start pushing our advertising out and leads are coming in, we go, well, where do those leads come from? Click here, View Stats, and it'll show you, right, daily chart, monthly chart, how many total contacts, how many people came in. But here's what you're really interested in over here. You want to go to Campaign Stats. So on Campaign Stats, you're going to see any of the tracking links you've actually set up, like solo-bob1, right, is going to appear here. So if you have 100 of them, you'll have 100 of them back here. And it'll tell you how many leads and opt-ins came in today, past 30 days, and total. So anything you set up will appear back here. So that's under Campaign Stats. And then this will show you which pages that people actually went through, right? You go, well, they went to my web page, they went to the capture. How many people actually opted? Oh, wow, 7 opted in, right? So emails sent. So there's a lot of stats that you can pull back here directly. That's how you do it. And then back here, this button is where you can actually view your leads. And these are all in here. These are all test ones as I was testing the system, as I have the web developers put it together. But you can see all of your leads end up here in your back office. You can pop information on them here, contact. There's all kinds of stats and things that you can do here in your back office, and then people that actually converted to the system and got in through you, boom, are down here. Pretty slick. Okay, so those are your view leads. Here's a calendar that you can use. It'll show you how many people each day came into your system. You can also add things to the bottom of the calendar, like if you want to keep your schedule in here. This is how you send a broadcast email out to everybody that's on your list. You just type it in, click send. This is how you create a form code that if you wanted to embed this form to capture leads onto your blog, let's say, you can do it right there. And then upload photo. Here's where you upload your smiling photo of yourself. I already did mine. You just click, upload, you're good to go. Then it appears on your page. And then signature line, affiliate programs. We've already gone over to this area. Phone text broadcasting. Here's how you can send either voice broadcasting or text broadcast messages out to your list. Now here, let's talk a minute about autoresponders and third-party autoresponders. With the system that I put together here, it already has an integrated autoresponder in the system that you don't pay anything extra for. It's just there, right? And what I've done is right now there's only 3 emails in one and 1 in the other. They'll probably end up being 14 to maybe 20 to maybe 25 emails in each of these. And each particular squeeze page, if it relates to a different product and a landing page, is going to have a different autoresponder sequence. So right now, we have the one for direct pay system here. and then we have the free PDF, which is the EC List Builder down here. Now, and then actually you can actually go in and take a look at what these actually say just by clicking. You can click on the little button here and it opens it up. Now what's nice about it is these have all been set up so that they have what they call insertion variables. So when you click on yours, this is going to be your name up here, not mine, right? You're going to be the online marketing coach, telling them about the $30,000 per month solution. And then down here, when they click on this link, it's going to be your username for iPro Profit System here. When they click on this, it's going to take them to this same place, right, where it's the landing page for the DPS system, and that video is going to play, and if they sign up, they're in your group. Once again, these insertion variables down here are going to be your name, your phone number, your email, the whole works. So it's all automatically programmed in, and those are the different emails that go out. Now, what you can do is you can actually edit the emails too if you want to, and then you can actually set up a third-party autoresponder. Now, I'm not going to go into much detail about what the differences are between the two because there's a whole video on the third-party autoresponder page in which I explain the differences and what the advantages are of using a third-party autoresponder. So I recommend you go through that video, and that'll explain it. And here's your billing information where you can keep track of your payments to the system and upgrades and downgrades and things like that. So that is how the system works. Once again, contacts up here, pages here, landing capture pages, tools, autoresponders, form creator, there's some other tools here, and then some resources where we put additional training within the system that you can click on. So that's the way you get started with your system. It's actually all pre-configured for you. The only thing you really have to pay attention to when you first get in is filling out your personal information properly, and then making sure that you're signed up for the proper affiliate programs, clicking on personal information and putting the user IDs in there, not the whole URL, just the username itself, right? And then saving it. And then once you're properly configured personal information and affiliate programs, you're good to go. Then all you do is go over and grab a capture page, start marketing. So, and of course we do a lot of co-op advertising for the members of the system, and so you'll be getting emails from me concerning different co-ops we're doing, which simply means that it's kind of like a done-for-you marketing approach. You don't have to really figure out the solo ads or any of that stuff. I simply go in and negotiate a deal with a vendor who's going to send us traffic, and then I put it out to everybody that's in the system. And if you want to jump in and participate in that traffic, then basically you just send me your link for whatever squeeze page, capture page you want to use, and then tell me based on that particular co-op how much you want to invest in it, and boom, you're good to go, and then the leads just automatically come into your system. Plug and play, right? Anyway, hopefully this has been useful for you. Remember, your primary area is the members area. Anything you click on when you're going through information to get back to the main page, come up here, click on members area. Hey, this is Mark Barrett, and use the system, go out and make some money, get yourself cooking. Thanks, take care.